Yeah, welcome to the DOJO, baby, man. Have no fear. TyKwonDoe is here, man. Listen, we got reading subscribers' DMs of stories, fumbles, and y'all know we giving out the game while we do it. This is a continuation of the What Went Wrong series. Y'all love this series. Y'all enjoyed this series, so I'm gonna make sure I use it to bring in the community and looking at real life examples. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the real life examples, what we can learn, what we could teach, and enjoying the messages. Because I ain't gonna lie, I picked out some 3 DMs in a story time, and these DMs in itself is about to be sad, man. It's about to be very sad. So let's get right into it. You know what I'm saying? Let's start with this first fumble. Man. As y'all already see, before we get into the fumble, big 240K pack in the air. That's gas or what, man? We've been growing crazy recently. We just hit a triple. The Kevin Gates video, the Cheyenne Rennis video, and the Castillo video all hit 100K back to back. From the ground up. Dojo, man, y'all know how we started this all together from the ground up. Self-made, 100K, no features. And we averaging 100. Man, let's get back to the video, though, before I talk my shit. I just wanted to thank y'all, though. So look, listen, chat. Listen, chat. Listen, let's lock in. She came up and asked me for my number in the mall. Oh my, this guy got headshot sniped, cracked his shield and all, and you still fumble. So let's see what happens. Right after these messages right here, and then she just ghosted. Jesus Christ. Let's look at the messages, man. How do you fumble? How do you sell a 30-point lead? I don't know, but I'm not going to be surprised when I read this. I know that much. Let's look right into it. So she texts him, "Hey boo." He said, "Who is this or what's your name?" She said her name. He said, "Oh yeah, tell you shit. Oh yeah, I gave you my number, right?" She said, "Yeah." He said, "Where you from?" "Killeen, how about you?" He said, "I'm a little trip away and I'm in Houston." All right, now listen. Y'all might already be like, "Well, isn't this normal? Ain't this blah, blah, blah?" This is good because finding out where she's from and telling him where he's from, telling her where he's from, leads into this. This is where the fumble comes. Arkansas. And you can make that trip, though, to come see me. She says, "Why I got to make the trip?" He says, "I always get the home court advantage."
Oh my God, corny. Man, boo. Tomato. I'm throwing tomatoes.
Brother. You wasn't doing too bad, right? But when we look at these other messages, right, in his DMs today, what y'all gonna realize is a lot of these guys do the same thing consistently. Y'all aren't leading. Anywhere. Now, the one thing that you didn't, the one huge mistake that you didn't make, that all guys make, is they say this fucking "what you doing" shit 5 times in a row. If you say "what you doing" to anybody in your text messages more than 3 times in a day, you're too bored. You have too much time on your hands that you need to make a conversation happen from what you doing. Now, it's all right, because when I was younger, maybe I used to ask that a lot, "What you doing? But brother, you got to start having some substance, some motion in your life where you ain't worried about what you're doing. You telling her what she about to do. "Hey, listen, come with me. We going over here and, come spend some time with me, or let's go do this." And you making statements instead of asking questions. You see what I'm saying? So where this dude mainly went wrong, from my opinion, is that after he said where he was from, he made a good transition to say, "And you can make that trip, though, to come see me." That's a bit abrupt. You know what I'm saying? You could have just said, "That's not far. I want you to come see me. You looked, you caught my attention today when I saw you. I would like to spend some time with you. I'm not much of a texter, and I like to spend time with people and have conversations in person." Or if you're not, like, clearly you was pressed to come see her or see her to come see you, but the fact that she gave this whole backlash of "why I gotta make the trip," sis, you shot your shot at me. You the least you could do is come see me. You know what I'm saying? Now, young man, I don't know your situation. I don't know if you got a will, whatever. I don't know if you Will Smithing it or not, or whatever, bro. But at the end of the day, you want to be a solution-based kind of man. And I got another DM that's going to really get into this too, because it's going to be another guy, right? You want to be, just think of that from this messages. Be a solution. You know what I'm saying? Where she say, why I got to make the trip? Well, because you're going to have a good time when you come. I'm going to make sure it's worth your trip. I'm going to make sure it's worth both of our times. So you want to add that to it, because then she would have been like, all right, you know what? Now I'm going to go. So this whole backlash thing wasn't the end of it. But you decided to get cocky and arrogant. Well, I'll always get the home court advantage. Nigga, fuck are you texting LeBron? Is this nigga texting the Celtics or something? What are you... We out of this DM. All right, now we got another young dojo member. You know what I'm saying? Another dojo member in the building. So he sent these messages. And he said, hey, Siley. I guess that's her name. I probably said that completely wrong. It's clearly, another culture. She said, hi. He said, I apologize for how I left the other day. I wanted to say goodbye properly, but how have you been? Kind of sweet message right there. Whatever the case may be. She said, it's cool, with a smiley face, so that made her happy. She said, I'm stressed about school, Mara. I guess his name is Mara. Other than that is what she meant to say. God damn, what is the fucking grammar going on here today? She said, other than that, I'm good. You? Now listen. I'm gonna make the big camera right now. Listen. This is where all the dojo members, listen, come close. I'm about to sprinkle some secrets, man. Come close. This right here. Look at my camera, man. This goddamn camera be giving me problems. Hold on, y'all. Give me like 8 seconds. Right when I'm about to get a campfire secrets. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. As long as y'all can hear me. I'm about to fix the camera. I got y'all. There we go. All right, now listen. This right here is where you separate yourself from every other man she has ever met in her life. And y'all don't even see it. Y'all don't even see the opportunity this guy has right in front of him. Dog, she said, I'm stressed about school. Other than that, I'm good. How you? Now he goes, I've been good myself. Now I'm stressing about school with a crying emoji. So she tell you how stressed she is, rather than be a solution, a mood changer. A guy that made her day, her week, or her month. Rather than giving her a reason to smile or say, you know what, I look forward to spending time with this man. You decided to say, I'm stressed too. That was the best thing you decided to say with that opportunity. Let me tell you why this is an opportunity, right? She says, I'm stressed about school. Other than that, I'm good. You. Dog, this is where you come in and change the whole predicament. Because guess what every other guy is going to do? What he did. Oh, he's going to go blabbing about his day, too worried about himself, too just chatting, right? This is where you show her you one of the ninjas. You got your black belt. You certified. Me? I'm coming in here with something like this. This is off the top of my head, just thinking of some shit. Well, since school got you stressed, I know this is one of the more serious times of the semester. How about at the end of the week, we go to your favorite spot or my favorite spot, whatever you want to say, however you want to word this. I'm just making this shit up. We go to my favorite spot, you order your favorite food, and we go spend some time together to enjoy a good week, a hard-working week, or whatever the case. I just made that shit up, right? But you get now, not only are you like, is she like, damn, he cares. She already like, damn, like I got something to look forward to. That just made me smile. I'm looking forward, like she's excited now, rather than going back and forth on the conversation about how stressed she is or how stressed you are. Now she has a solution. Now she has a highlight of her week or her day or whatever the case may be. And you listen, that was just some bullshit I made up off the top of my head. You could even go deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? If you want more deep advice, we be on the Patreon all day. You like them and don't like them. It's nothing you could do about them, because we be going hard on the Patreon all day. I try to keep the YouTube more entertaining, more open, and expanding to other different types of content. But on the Patreon, we do one-on-one sessions, exclusive content, all of the above. Like I'm saying, though, let's keep going. She said, I passed that test. You know what? We just gonna skip right past the grammatical expertise, and clearly this is Shakespeare in the flesh right here. So she said, I passed that test. I studied really hard. He said, bring that distinction home. You now worried about another module? I'm still waiting for my playlist. Again, brother, same mistake as the last guy. Y'all not going anywhere. Y'all not leading anywhere. You're not putting your foot down, bro. You're not establishing that energy. Now this was the last DM. I should have did this one first because it was the simplest. Right? Excuse me. So this dude said, let me scroll down so y'all can see this whole thing. He said, got this girl a number at my school. She was walking in the hallway and I started talking to her and I asked if she wanted my number and she gave me her phone. I texted her 2 days later in the night and she left me on delivered. And this is what he showed. Let me fix the crop of this. Let me fix the zoom in of the screen. So it says, he said, yo, it's blank. She said, yeah. What you doing? Just came home. From where?
Oh my God, corny, lame, boo, tomato. I'm throwing tomatoes.
You're not that guy.
Oh my God. Bro, I almost fell asleep reading this boring ass conversation, brother. Now listen, obviously there's not much we could work with in this DM, right? But it's the reason I picked this one, to make a point when I showed y'all this. When you are getting a girl's number or giving her your number, right? You can already prepare her for what I call your blueprint, right? And what I call the blueprint is what you do when you approach a woman or, you put your bid in, when you give her your number or get her number, that first text to how you're going to get her over the crib, to how you're going to get her on the first date, however, whatever your blueprint is. I'm going to define this on Patreon why I call it a blueprint, right? You can already set yourself up for success early on by saying something to her in person when you're getting her number, like, I'm going to call you later. So when you text her that first message, like, hey, right here, right? Like, yo, it's blank. You don't have to say what you doing and then just came home and then from where, like that bullshit. You say, yo, it's blank. She says, okay, now she saved your number. And then you go, I'll be home at 5 or 7. I'm going to call you when I get home. And then she can say, I'm busy during that time. Or she can say, okay, bet. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is that you don't want to waste time just beating around the bush and doing all this other bullshit. And and let's say you didn't say it to her when you got her number or gave her your number, right? Let's say you didn't set yourself up for success. Because this could be either way. But y'all know what I say. I say get on the phone with her. Let her hear your voice. Let her see and kind of like grasp your personality or what it would be like to actually be around you. And I think the best way to do that is over a phone call, FaceTime, whatever the case may be, right? Now, from that, right, that's just my blueprint. Now, another guy may do this. He may text her within the first 5 messages. He's setting up the first date. Let's go to this place this Saturday, 7 o'clock. I'm going to pick you up or, you can drive there, whatever the case may be. He already making that plan. That's just his blueprint of what he does when he first meets a woman. He already knows his plan, his game plan with that shit. Whatever it is, set yourself up for success. You got her number and the shit died off so fast because from her point of view, where was it going? Did you just get her number to text her what she's doing? How many guys in her phone is going to text her what you doing? I'm going to let y'all sit here and answer this question. Let's say she really bad. She pretty. How many guys is, hey, beautiful? How many guys is, good morning, my queen? How many guys is, what you doing? 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 What you?
Oh my God, corny, lame, boo.
She don't want to hear that. She tired of that. She waiting for the man. Hey, she waiting for the man to come to that motherfucker and put his foot down. Hey, I'm going to call you later. I'm going to call you when I get home. Well, actually, like, now she's feeling something she's never felt before. She's nervous. She got a little bit of anxiety. She's like, well, I don't usually get on the phone, so, like, I'm a little scared. No, listen, it's going to be all right. Because when you get on the phone with me, you're going to be comfortable. You're going to enjoy it. You actually going to like being on the phone. And a lot of times, if you call a woman, as y'all know, if you one of them slayers, A lot of times they be scared, a little nervous on that little first phone call or that first link up. But then after that, that's when they start to open up a little bit, either literally or open up as in become more comfortable around you. You know you think what I'm saying?
Don't like him, there's nothing you could do about him because he's number one. Whether you like him or don't like him, there's nothing you can.
But like I said, all you gotta do is set yourself up for success. It's all about transparency and, letting her know what's going on. There's no sense of asking what you're doing, beating around the bush, asking all this favorite color. Why am I here? Because listen, in her mind, right? In her mind, she's thinking, why you? What do you want? And where is this going? And when you are a solution on all of those levels of questions she may have, she gonna buckle up and get right in the Dooney van on a one-way trip to Dooney Land, straight to the gulag. I know how we do it in the dojo. And this was the story. This was the story somebody submitted just to keep it anonymous. Let's see where this is going. I actually didn't read this at all, so this we about to be reading this together. Let me see what's going on. All right, so look. It says, all right, bet. So me and my ex broke up 2 years ago in like September. Now it was this one John, as y'all know, Philly in the building. It was this one John who I thought was bad, and my ex has seen me liking her shit, and unfollowed me off my phone. So I'm assuming what he meant by this is his ex saw him liking the girl's post and unfollowed the girl from his phone. Fire for that! Fire for that! Brother. On what planet is in my life, a woman has never went through my phone, has never had my account. What? We can't do that. We can't do that, brother. Listen, you know why? You know my logic? This was my logic back in high school. But as a full-on adult now, it ain't no way to even negotiate this. But my logic back then was, right, if my parents who pay my bill don't go through my phone, why the fuck would I let you? You're a stranger. I don't give a fuck. We've been in a relationship for 2 years. Who are you to me? You ain't. If the people who pay this bill, who I knew for 18 plus years or 20 plus years, don't search my phone, why would I let you? Who are you? And then you got the whole, well, we're in a relationship, so blah blah blah. You don't trust me? Shit, if you want to look for something, just ask me. Just you ask me a question, I'll give you the straight and forward answer. I ain't lying or hiding shit. But the fact that you feel like you got to search or skim through something, that's a violation of privacy. It just shows a breach in trust. It's an insecure thing to do. I told y'all, and it's a deep topic within itself. When people love through their egos, they have very conditional love. And this love is in the form of possessiveness, obsession, and control. And when they lose that, it's sort of punishment behind it, or they love you less under the condition that you are doing or benefiting them in one way or another. Now, when people love consciously and intentionally and love through their soul, it's a whole nother story. And that's again, that could be a video in itself. But I wanted to recognize this whole searching through the phone. Listen. If you fuck with the dojo, you consider yourself one of the ninjas. Don't ever let no woman search through your phone, brother. And you shouldn't be trying to search through her phone. That's just if you gotta search through her phone to prove or disprove something to you, brother. You see what I'm saying? I ain't never had to check if my left arm worked. I never, how can I explain this? The way I see it is if you have to check or look, that's the problem in itself. Because then when you check it and you find nothing, right? Or you check it and you find something, now you're like, but listen, why are you with somebody who makes you want to be investigating them like this? Or you see what I'm saying? Why are you even letting her control you like this, brother? That's my first thing to that before we even continue. And the story gets longer. So he said, so after we broke up, I decided to shoot my shot. Damn, you sneaky as hell, bro. She was right. She should have took your phone, broke it, threw that bitch in the bottom of the ocean. God damn, niggas ain't shit, man. Shawty was fine and went to our high school, but I had never talked to her for real. She was a year younger. The only interaction I had with her was she threw this party and I had pulled up. So fast forward to December. I shot my shot and that shit went in, my boy. For real, we know that. Everything started going great. We was on FaceTime. I messaged games and shit. And so we decided to link after she got home from vacation. We linked, chilled, colored in Target parking lot type shit. Hey, yo, y'all niggas is making love faces. Making love faces on my body. Like y'all was loving. That's tough. That's tough, brother. That's tough. He said, at blah 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 Target parking lot type shit. Nothing happened first link. Never make a move first time. You feel me? Hey, never rush any moves. But sometimes a move in the first time could be cool if she comfortable. If she, you know what I'm saying? If that's what y'all discussed. If y'all on the same page with that kind of vibe. 3 links in, right? She make a move on me. That mean you doing something right, brother. She said, let's get in the back seat type shit. I was like, word. God damn.
You like him and don't like him, there's nothing you could do about him because he's number one. Whether you like him or don't like him, there's nothing you can do about him because he's number one.
Y'all already know what I'm going to say, right? Y'all should already know what I'm going to say. It's a difference between she lets you fuck versus she wants to fuck you. I'm going to say it one more time. It's a difference between she lets you fuck and she wanted you to fuck her, or she wanted to fuck you. Same thing for those last two. A huge difference. And I've been saying this way before I even was TyKwonDoe doing videos on the internet. It's a huge difference. And ultimately, the best position to be in is where it's this kind of situation. Not where she's making, you know what I'm saying, she's making a move on you, but she's waiting for you to make a move. She wants you to do it. You in her head, and listen, it even gets deeper. Not only you on her mind rent free, this is a deeper part of the game, but you on her mind so much. You whispering that flavor in her ear. You spitting that game to her, talking about her so much. And even the man that you are in her mind is at such a high standard. Nigga, she having dreams about you. You in her subconscious doing all types of things to her in her dreams. She can't even get away from you because she think about you so much. But that's a chess not checkers kind of game, so that's a little bit deeper for this video. But let's keep going. Proud of you, brother. She told you let's get in the back seat. God damn, bro, that's a little bit submissive if you ask me. He said, so I'm thinking, damn, she must really fuck with me. And she was STG. I think you meant TTG, train to go. And she was, swear to God. We was on FaceTime during the work shift, sending TikToks, seen her like 3 times a week type shit. We fucked every link. It was some chill shit for her. We watched movies. She put me on the Bad Girls Club. What you gonna say next, brother? She had you smoking hookah? What you gonna say next, brother? Y'all got your belly buttons pierced together? Jesus Christ. But I ain't gonna lie, I grew up with a lot of girls, you know what I'm saying, in the house, so I done seen the Bad Girls Club a lot growing up as a kid, man. I ain't gonna lie, women will put you on some good shows, but he told me she put me on the Bad Girls Club. That's crazy, brother. He said we smoked every time. It was great. So this goes on for a few months, up to like July. She had posted on her Twitter, hot girl summer, but I'm finna fall in love with this nigga. He said, bro, I was so excited. I'm like, yo, this shit really working out. We never argued or disagreed. Great communication, great sex. The problem was she was going away to school, and so was I. So I told her, listen, I know we can't keep this up if we're apart type shit. Why couldn't y'all? And she said she want to stay friends, communicate still. She even planned out the train routes to take to each other type shit. School came around, ghosted me.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Ghosted me. Like I haven't heard from her since the start of that semester. What the fuck happened? Now, assuming everything was as great as you said it was in the story and how everything was explained, that it is explicitly as it was, you know, I'm gonna be honest, brother. I'm gonna be honest. Now, why was it great sex? Was she squirting? Was she coming? Was she like is the leg shaking after the deed was done? Was she getting a couple rocks off? Was you going a couple rounds? What did you have the mental side of sex down? Did you get that side of sex down? So let's just take that factor out. The sex was great. However, it is of my strong belief that when you lay it down the right way, brother, not just physically, but mentally, you have what's called, and ladies, tell me I'm wrong, but I know I'm right. You have what's called a lifetime warranty on the pussy.
You like him and don't like him, there's nothing you could do about him because he's number one. Whether you like him or don't like him, there's nothing you can do about him because he's number one.
You have a lifetime warranty on the pussy. So this whole ghosting you thing, she would have already been like, so that's one thing that regardless of her, doing the whole train routes thing and the whole, going ghost with you thing, she still would have at least been like open to you hitting her up and trying to get some dick and trying to fuck her, or her coming to you trying to get some dick. You know what I'm saying? So let's take that factor out, right? You also may have the fact that with her going into college, she's open she's trying to get all her new experiences. You know what I'm saying? She's looking for something free. She's looking for the freedom that she finally got. She's looking to go crazy. She's looking to be out here, living her life. Hot girl summer. You saw the tweet that she said. She clearly was, airing for the side of freedom. But the fact that, the situation that y'all had was giving relationship vibes, it was kind of building up like y'all was about to be in a relationship and married and loving and all that. She just wasn't on that ultimately. So that's really, to be honest, where I believe this went wrong. You know what I'm saying? Is that y'all were on two different pages. You was ready to be in a relationship and she was ready to go to college and live her life. Now, as a man, this is my belief. This is how I live my life. Because I know how this shit goes. If you are putting the relationship on the woman, there's a problem. And I'm just saying this in general. Why? Because, listen, as Slayer's going to feel me on this one. We know how that shit go. Dog, when a woman is feeling you more, she start trying to renegotiate her contract. She starts saying, what are we? Do you just want to fuck? Are we still blank? She started trying to read the fine print, renegotiate her contract and all that. If it's the other way around, where you're trying to put her into the relationship, listen. Oh my God, you just ain't supposed to do that, brother. Because no free spirit gonna want to be tamed at all. But when she ready to try to tame you, when she ready to try to lock you down and secure you, that's when you tell her, I'm married to the game, baby. I can't. You can't have me. You could only rent me, have me part-time, but you can't have me because I don't even have myself. I'm dedicated to my goals, my purpose, my health, my wealth, my peace. I could make a list and a woman ain't even gonna be on top 10, let alone top 20. But that's just how it is. That, you know what I'm saying? That's just the kind of man that I am. And when you move like that, that's where that's where the whole position is. She start figuring out how she's trying to place herself in your life. Now, what does this have to do with this story? With the way he was saying things, I can tell that you weren't creating the terms and conditions of the relationship. You weren't leading. She was. She told you to get in the back seat. You reading that tweet gave you validation for what y'all were, rather than you telling her what it is and letting her decide. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, instead of asking her, how do you feel about me? What do you think about me? Which is clear what's in the story, that you care about what she thinks or how she feels, or what she wants, rather than what you're going to do. And what's the difference in that? The difference in that is the guy who's worried about the other side is going to say, what are we? He's following her. The guy who's leading is going to tell her what it is and what it isn't. He's going to let her choose. Hey, I don't want a relationship. I'm only looking for a blank in my life right now because here's how my life is set up. So if that works for you, then so be it. If it doesn't, then so be it. Please go find a man who may suit you better than I can. You know what I'm saying? Go get the best that you can get. And if it ain't me, enjoy your life. And then when you give them that choice, rather than trying to force them in a relationship, that's when she chooses to stay. You don't deal with shit like this, right? And you don't deal with the lack of clarity because you made things clear. And when, you know what I'm saying? So you don't look for clarity and, well, she tweeted this. Well, we was doing good because we was linking multiple times and we was doing this and doing that. No, you know what it is. So we not even trying to figure out how she feel. You see what I'm saying? But let's keep going. Also, another bonus of when you tell her what it is and then give her the option to choose what she want to do is that it could go the other way. You let her know. You know, we about to be separate physically, but I still want exclusivity. I still want exclusivity from you. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I want you to be, you know, whether she gave you the train route, so obviously y'all can still link. It wasn't that far, right? But you let her know we're not gonna be able to see each other as much. But listen. You can tell her, I don't want no other dude, bang, 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 doing this and that third. Now, I would never do this, right? Why would I not do this? Because I trust how I put it down in the bedroom, and I trust that the kind of man that I am, that when she sees other men, and I'm telling you, this is Chico right here. There are some women that will never cheat on their man. Guess what? Guess why? Because in her eyes, her man is everything. She can't shut up about her man. My man this, my man that, my boyfriend this, my boyfriend that, my boyfriend that. Now, I'm not saying just because she talks about him a lot, that means she won't cheat. Because as you know, I've seen women that talked about their boyfriends all the time and still will fuck you anyway. So that's not what I'm saying. But I truly mean that when in her eyes that this dude, the man she has, is the man, he the shit. What happens is when other guys approach her, even when she talks to other guys, let's say she even goes on a date with another guy, they only remind her that they're not you. They only show her how corny these other men are. Which brings her back to you. You like Thanos, nigga. What, yo, I'm literally about to pull it up. Hold on. I'm about to pull it up, man. Actually, it might be copyright. But y'all know the Thanos quote, man. He said, you couldn't live with the choice you made. So where did that bring you? Back to me. And that's real. Now, if you don't know how to lay the pipe down like that, it ain't just the sex. That's the sex is the bottom. It's the lowest way to ever have the locks on a woman. Cause any other, there's always another guy bigger than you that can last longer than you. That's probably more of her preference, whatever the case may be. Brother, when you fucked her between her ears, when you made sex to her mind. When you taught her something, evolved her, and dropped some game on her, and you're that guy in her head because you're that man, I'm telling you, these other men would disgust her. And that's the woman who never cheat. When other men disgust her when she thinks about her man. Disgust her. So this is where I would say something could have been tighter in your game and how you manage that relationship to where even the physical distance between you and her would have still got this. So all the decisions she would have made away from you wouldn't even matter. Because guess what? It might be dudes at her college, but they're not you. So she's still going to see you and spend time with you because it's not going to be the same. And the difference in not being the same and being elite because it's you is what makes every difference. So I'm going to end the video right there, brother, and say charge it to the game. It is what it is. Let her be. If she come back, she come back. If she don't, she don't. Live your life. Enjoy your life, brother. Just charge it to the game, man. Dojo to the moon to Saturn, then we leave in the solar system lunch, so we don't even know we exist. Bait.